Hey there, comic book friends and fiends. It's Rob here in front of the Great Wall of Comics. We got ourselves a box from CBCS, so let's crack her open and take a look at those grades. All right, so CBCS sent back a box, and also I kind of lied a little bit. There was one box with a single book from CGC. We'll take a look at that as well too. But let's get into this CBCS box. This I'm kind of excited. This is the first submission I sent to CBCS with their 14-day guaranteed turnaround time. And true to the story, within that time of them having received the book and I'm sorry, from the book being delivered to them and the time that they shipped it out, it was less than 14 days. I think the total was like 10 business days. So that's good. 10 business day turnaround time from the day it was delivered. Not even the day that they acknowledged receipt of it, which was only like a 1 day lag, but all in all, that's really good. Um, the unfortunate thing is that CBCS, um, so CBCS had taken over as being my primary grader uh, after multiple price increases over at CGC, but now uh, with this introduction of the 14-day turnaround time, they had increased their pricing some, and I wasn't thrilled, but I wasn't torn up about it initially. But now, since I sent this off, CBCS recently just announced another change in their pricing, and that has really caused me to decide that CBCS, I'm probably, for the most part, done with them except for signature verification stuff again. Because I send a lot of what they call vintage books. And the vintage books, if you were going to send it with a 14-day turnaround time previously, as a member, it was costing like $50, $56 a book or something like that. Now, they want $80 a book. That's a huge price increase, and I ain't down with that. Um, yeah, I mean, I don't have to send it 14-day turnaround time, um, but then their turnaround time is like 226 days as of the recording of this video. So I'm not down for having 226 days. It's just insane. You know, to have to wait all the time. I mean, I have lots of books that are out that long, but it's just so hard to wait that long, and it's so enjoyable to get your books back in a timely manner. And the fact of the matter is that for most of the books I'm sending in my vintage books, they're low enough grade on some of these that they're less than they're, they're less than $400 in value, or you could argue that potentially they were. So I can go to CGC and for a fraction of the price, get it turned around with a 20-day turnaround time on their currently for Fast Track. Now it's not guaranteed. Oops, but it is what it is. I'm sorry. I'm trying to get these books out. Let me. All right. That was the way to do it. Instead of trying to take them all out at once, let's take them out in pieces. All right. Now let's do the CBCS books, and then we'll do our CGC. All right. First up, pull this plastic off because their plastic is garbage. Okay. Yeah. So this is Captain Marvel. And it is issue 129. This was a book I grabbed off of eBay, mostly because it had a robot cover, a robot Triceratops here. Yeah, that's it. It was a robot cover. So I decided to pick it up, and it was in really good condition. How good of the condition is it, though? A 4.0. All right. Robot cover, King Cole appearance are the notes on it. Well, there's a lot of page wrap, and there's issues. Yeah, I mean, you can see the miswrap for sure, because here's the front cover, but it's not and it is a miswrap. It's not a spine roll, because if you look at the book here, you can see the cover stops here, and the pages continue on, and when you look at the back side, you can see that it's perfectly aligned. So this is not a spine roll, but this is actually just a miscut, and actually, yeah, it is a complete miscut because it ends up lines here. It doesn't. There's no way for it to have lined up. If you had put this wrap on correctly, where this was the spine, edge of the spine, then the cover would have gone to the front edge here, but now the back edge would have been exposed. So, yeah, although I would have rather had the whole front cover on the front, but it is what it is. Anyways, it's a production issue. Still, presents extremely well. Love it. Awesome sauce. This is, oh, by the way, this is 1952. All right. Ooh, I can tell by the back of this cover. So, here's the back of this book. It says Flash Gordon Spaceship. Yeah. So this means that this is one of my Dell 4-color Flash Gordon books. And it is the Torpedo Helmet. Look at that. Oh, yeah. Flash Gordon Underwater, Aquatic Man. All right, so this book, when being sold and listed, it was listed as a 5560, was what the person selling it was claiming. What did we get? A 5.5. All right, so good. So it's right in that range of what the person was speculating it would be. Primarily, looks like during the cleaning and stuff, we got some of the writing off, but it's primarily, I mean, there's nothing you can do about it. You get color breaking ticks down the edge, right? But still, that is a beautiful book. This is 1949. Flash Gordon. And then the notes say Flash Gordon, because it's actually the title is 4-color 247. It is Flash Gordon, and it says Flash Gordon Spaceship Model Blueprints on the back cover. Yes, and actually the inside covers had different blueprints, but that's kind of cool. Oh, it's instructions. You can list of materials. Oh, so you can make this yourself. It's blueprints to build your own model Flash Gordon Spaceship. It says you need a block of balsa wood, sheets of balsa. So basically you need balsa wood. Model airplane cement, sandpaper, wood filler, and model airplane dope. And then the instructions on how to build it. That's awesome. And all the dimensions. Yeah, so excited. 1949. Well, it'll be going up on the wall. You can bet that. Flash Gordon. Nice. All right, next up. This has got to be another oldie, because this is a ad for Baby Ruth candy bars. And the Baby Ruth candy bars are only on all these old ones. As you can see, this one has a lot of rub issues. That's going to affect my grade on this book, sadly. Probably impact it quite well, because the back cover is equal to the front cover as far as grade and value. You can see there's chips and stuff on that. But the front cover, ladies and gentlemen, my very first acquisition of a sci-fi Schomburg book. Look at that cover. Starling Comics, number 47. Yes. 3.0. Not 1947. Classic bondage cover airbrushed cover. Cover art by Alex Schomburg. Just beautiful. The biggest issue with the front cover is you can see here we have issue from some old rust damage, and we have this some chew rub stuff down there. Most of the rest of the issues, like I said, the color rubbing on the back, pages are all there. Just presents beautifully. Fortunately, I know that the unfortunate that staple rust does damage to all the pages inside too, which is tough. I mean, staples have been treated and taken care of as part of the process of getting this book ready for grading, but it doesn't help the damage that was already done. Oh, man. Lance Lewis, Space Detective. I can't even pay attention to the fact that it says Space Detective or that there's a ray gun or any other stuff. I'm just so freaking blown away by the beauty of this cover. Oh. So this was my goal for this year, was to acquire an Alex Schomburg cover, preferably one which is a science fiction. And this was it. My first Schomburg book I don't pick up. I stepped up to get this book. Overpaid for it, really, but I needed it. I wanted it. I had to have it. So I grabbed it. Yeah, and since then I've picked up another Schomburg cover that's off to be graded right now. All right, next up. Okay, we're going to get into some of the Amazing Spider-Man sub 100 run I'm collecting. I've decided I was going to, not only would I was going to collect 1 through 100, but I was going to slab them all. So here we go. These are some of the higher numbers from a batch that got it. Amazing Spider-Man number 60. I don't know. I'm not looking for high grades necessarily on any of these books. I'm perfectly fine with, for the majority of these books, 4 to 7 range, depending upon how much it runs. I really just want something that presents well and looks good. And so there we are, Kingpin versus Spider-Man. Oh, bitter victory. Says Kingpin cover and appearance, full page ad for Iron Man number 1 and Submariner number 1 inside. So, there you go. Issue number 60, 1968. Alright. I really wish they either wouldn't use these bags or get better bags. This book is rough. Oh my goodness. I can see, look at the back side here. We have tape on the book. We have spine roll on the book. But looking at the front, I understand why. It is Amazing Spider-Man number 20, the first appearance of the Scorpion. And this is a book I have wanted for a while, but it is not an inexpensive book. I was very happy to pick this up. I finally managed to get a copy, kind of a steal. It was because it was a low grade, and what did we end up with it? A 2.5. And you know what? Looking the way this book presents, I'm totally fine with a 2.5. Now, it does say, it has a note, says moderate amount of tape on cover and interior. First appearance and origin of the Scorpion. And then there's Spider-Man Peter Parker pin-up by Steve Ditko. And that's really the thing, is that it has the pin-up. Because the pin-up often's missing from it. So I'm stoked. That book looks great. It also has a giant subscription crease that runs up the middle of it as well. Obviously the edge wear and the tape does the majority of our damage to this book, but look at it. It presents well. Tell me that's not awesome. All right, I'm ready. I'm done. That's great. All right. Okay, that's right. I have 2 of these books. So that was the first appearance of Scorpion, and we have the second appearance of the Scorpion. This one here also presents really well. This one, however, I have another one that's still off at grading. This one is the one that had the better looking cover, I think. But I'm trying to remember if this is the one that had the better looking cover or not. Um, or if this was my first one. Anyways, whatever the case. So this one, it's incomplete, however. So we get a .5 grade on it. Um, but it looks great. And somebody who's looking for a book like this, once I get my other one back and I validate, then this one will probably become available. It looks really good. This is the 3rd and 15th page are missing. Does not affect the story. So we got 3rd and 15th page. This would be one of those ones that somebody was really, you could make a decision on, right? You could crack this and send this to CGC to get a green label grade and see that grade go up, rather than have that .5 on the blue label, depending upon what somebody wanted to do with it. I'm guessing based on this book here, it's probably a 2.5 to a 3, if it's a green label. But all right. Next up, oh yeah, Amazing Spider-Man 77, not a key, but just Human Torch and Lizard appearance. Bam, 5.0, right in my sweet spot of where I'm happy to get a lot of these books. Just picking up run fillers. I don't need to spend a ton. Just a book that looks really damn good. And there we go. All right, last of these CBCS books. Wow. Aurora Hobby Kits. This is like, look at these sci-fi horror, these sci-fi kits. You get the robot and sevens. Oh, this stuff, that's cool. All right. Oh. All right. So this book is a book I acquired. It's a freaking SlabHub book. Okay. Somebody else owned a book, showed it on SlabHub. I was blown away by the beauty of that book, and I decided I had to go get it. Unfortunately, the number of books I have purchased recently because of SlabHub continues to grow. So SlabHub is a dangerous show for me, but this one was great. I'm not a fan of the character at all. Matter of fact, it's probably one of those characters that a lot of people aren't fans of. He's kind of a joke, almost to some degree, but or there's a lot of jokes made about him, I should say. But an important character. People like the movies. This here, ladies and gentlemen, it's Aquaman, issue 42. This is the second appearance, I believe it. Yeah, second appearance of Black Manta. But the cover was so awesome to me. The way that it was done, this reminded me of those 1950s, late 50s, early 60s sci-fi horror or sci-fi adventure films, movie posters. This is just so great. And yes, a 7.5. Dude, that's awesome. I dig it. Yeah, my only Aquaman book in my collection. There you are. Aquaman 42, second appearance of the Black Manta. All right, so that does it for our CBCS. Now, we got one book from CGC. This was from a signature signing event. This was a Miku Suyen signing event. And I had the opportunity to get it signed and remarked. So I went in my collection. I found a Batman 100 variant cover that needed to be. To me, it looked like it could really use the benefit of had an opportunity. I'm sorry, it was a Virgin variant. Had it cover and get signed and get the remark. And what the hell? CGC has done it again, boys and girls. So let me see if I can do this to make this abundantly here. So we have this book. It's Batman 100. It's a Miko Suyen cover, Virgin variant, with a Joker there. Decided to have it remarked with Ghostmaker. Ghostmaker makes his first cameo appearance in this book. And you can see, signed and remarked. Then why the hell is it on a blue label, you stupid dorks? My goodness gracious. I mean, it's printed with the information. It says signed and sketched by Miko Suyen on 5/21/22. Right there on the label. Like it's supposed to be. But dum-dums put it in a blue label. That's not... That tells you there is no quality control. There's no... I mean, I understand a quality control, this rub over here that you can see on the thing, that this gets through. It shouldn't, but I could see where that happens. But a blue label coming out of the Signature series, out of an in-house signing event, is not even a book I submitted with other books or something else. This was a book on its own submission by itself, sent to CGC for a CGC in-house signing event. Blue label on a frickin' Signature series book. Obviously, we will be contacting CGC and telling them to fix their problem. All right, guys. Well, what was your favorite book in all that stuff there? I think I gotta go with the Schomburg. But hey, the Flash Gordon's a pretty damn nice book too, and its first Scorpion. There's some bangers in that box. All right, guys. Until next time, collect what you want. Don't listen to anybody, including me. I mean, I'm just a fat man with a fat stack of comics and a fat opinion. Thanks for watching.